nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we study anything, and here particularly when we study scriptures, and if we do not know the purpose of doing something, then we keep on doing it mechanically. And whenever anything we do mechanically, the charm of our life goes away. Life must not be a mechanical lifestyle. For example, once I was visiting one big factory where they were manufacturing files, steel files. About 200-300 lathe machines, and with each machine there is a person. And there were conveyor belts. So the object will come, the person will lift it, give one stroke, one operation and go ahead. So many of them. So I asked the owner, I said, may I talk to somebody? Yes, yes, you can talk to them. So one elderly person, I asked him, I said, if I talk to you, will it disturb your work? He said, no. Then I started talking to him. I said, since how many years you are doing this? He said, I am here for last 20 years. So, what is the job you have to do? He said, same job I am doing for last 20 years. And he was talking to me and doing the job. See, he said, now this object will come on the conveyor belt. I am talking to you. I don't have to look anything. It has become so mechanically like a robot. I just put it and with one leg fit and it goes next, like that. It's going on. The same thing I am doing for last 20 years. I asked him, don't you get bored? He said, bored? Horrible it is. I said, then how do you live your life? Living the whole day in boredom? There is no charm in your life. What you do? He said, you are a Swami, I will not tell you the lies. Then tell me the truth. He said, when I go home, I open a desi liquor and have the booze and enjoy. So, after that was over, I did not tell him anything, but the owner told me, Swamiji, see, here all the laborers, they are wasting their money in drinking. They should not drink. I said, look here, if I am in his place, I will also start drinking. Is it a life living like a robot? Life must be fresh, every moment. Then only life is lived. Otherwise, what is the difference between human beings and the animals? See, I was sitting today outside and I was watching the nature and I saw one bird came. here that peculiar type of crows, black and white crows, whatever you call them, came and went to some place, picked up something and ate something, went away. Then after some time again it came, again picked up and went away. I am just watching. Now what is their life? Only 4 factors. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunancha. Ahara, eat. Nidra, sleep. Bhaya, all the time, living in insecurity. Somebody may come and kill. And Maithunam, procreation. If these are the only 4 things, that is our life, then what is the need that we should be called as human beings? Therefore, Darwinically speaking, Darwin tells us we are the descendants of the apes. See? Then we are okay. See, friends, but we are not. So, as regard the evolution at the structural level is concerned, at the functional level is concerned, we have reached the top. See, ahara, eating for them and we common. Nidra, sleeping for animals and us common. Bhaya, the sense of insecurity, common. And Maithunam, procreation, common. If these are the only 4 things we do, what right we have got to be called as human beings? If we are human beings, there must be next step. And that next step is spiritual evolution. See, friends. And when you enter this new area of spiritual evolution, then you are naturally withdrawn from the mechanical lifestyle. See, friends, life must not be mechanical. There has to be freshness every moment we live. See? And for that, it is said, Tad Vijnanartham Gurumeva Vigachet Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. And therefore, whether you go to temple or not, whether you are doing japa or not, whether you are doing charity or not, whether you take bath in the morning or not, whether you are going to holy places to take a holy deep, all these things we do for what? Mechanically. See? I have gone to India and I have gone to 4 Dham Yatra. One more feather in the head. Then I have gone there, I have gone to Kailash Manas. Have you gone? No, I have gone. Holier than thou. See, friends, now be attentive. Whatever we do, what we call technically as the Tatparya Nirnay. Tatparya Nirnay means when we do something, we do for what? We take food. For what? For satiation of hunger, maintaining the healthy quality of the life. That is the purpose of the food. If that is not fulfilled, then we are going the wrong way. Exactly. So many things are told in our scriptures. Few of them we will take and try to understand. Now we are told, early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. See? Brahma Muhurta mein utna chahiye, we are told. We should begin our day early in the morning. Now, is it that the scriptures get something when we get up early in the morning? No. See? Then, what is the purpose? See, friends, purpose is, if you think properly, the purpose is, when we have decided to start your day early morning, may not be 4 o'clock, at least 5 o'clock, then you will be required to go to sleep early. And if you go to sleep early, all unwanted exposure to all horrible TV, cinema, all kinds of rubbish will be stopped. See? At night, we see terrible movies. One movie, I always remember this name. I don't know where I heard this name, but I like this name. Hindi movie. चलते गाड़ी में लटकती लाश. In a moving train, a dead body hanging. That is the name of the movie. Now, when you see such a movie before going to sleep, do you think in your dream Bhagwan Krishna will come? Be attentive. See, friends, we take care of what food we should take. Very good. But have we taken care of what kind of food we give to the mind? See, friends, the food is given to the mind so that the mind remains healthy. Now, this is the food given to us, the do's and don'ts of our lifestyle. See, Hinduism is not to be labeled as religion. It is a scientific lifestyle by which anybody who follows will be benefited. We don't send anybody to hell and heaven. See, therefore there is no place for conversion. No place. Do we convert somebody to physics? Do we convert somebody to chemistry? No. It is a science. So here is the science of life. So when we decide to get up early in the morning, we will retire early, the earlier day, and when you thus have a good sleep of 7 hours, morning you get up, you are fresh. And be attentive. During deep sleep, when we are sleeping, who were we? We were nobody. We are neither man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, in Rockhampton or in India. We are nowhere, we are never, we are nobody. And therefore, we are happy. So be very attentive. Before we become anybody, that means after we are out of the sleep, in the sleep what we were nobody. So we have to maintain this status of nobody at least for an hour or two. And during that period of 1 or 2 hours, complete all your spiritual practice. So what is the spiritual practice? Because you are nobody, you will not have any problem of the mind is not cooperating. What happens with us? We sit for doing the japa, or we want to do puja. And who is doing the puja? The mother is doing the puja. So what will be her mind going? I have to prepare breakfast for the child, he has to go to the school. See, we are torturing our mind. And if you learn this simple fact, whatever you are doing, that time you should be 100%. So in the morning, when you have become nobody, you remain as nobody, then you sit for your prayers, or you do the meditation, or you chant the stotras, or you read the scriptures, or you study Bhagavad Gita. Who is studying this? Mr. Nobody. And because he is nobody, the world has not entered the mind, and the mind has not become polluted by the burden of somebody. If we observe, we are always disturbed as somebody. See, in Delhi it happened after my talk, one lady, she became very angry with me and came, virtually wanting to catch my collar. She said, you are telling all the time, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. As if marriage is a certificate to be miserable. See, friends, now who is miserable? Husband is miserable. Who is miserable? The son is miserable. Who is miserable? The father is miserable. The man is not miserable. So when we begin our day, do not become anybody. And during that, nobody's status. Study Bhagavad Gita. Study Upanishad. Do the chanting. It is for this purpose our scriptures tell us, begin your day before the sun rises. Early morning. Our scriptures don't get any benefit if we get up early. Scriptures don't get anything. See, friends, this is what is called a Tatparya Nirnay. When things are told in our scriptures, there is a purpose for that. It is not for torturing us. See, friends, the more you think about it, you will come to know the small little things. If we practice in our life, we will have extremely integrated personality. Now, one next step. When people come and listen to satsang like this, I am not talking about the satsang Jagaratta, whole night Jagaratta, dum-da, nothing happens in that. Little bit contemplation, thinking. See. So when they come for the retreats or lectures like this, they get inspired. Okay, from tomorrow I'll also start waking up early in the morning at 4 o'clock. Because you are inspired. And you go and sleep. And in the morning, 4 o'clock, your sleep is over. But then your dear mind comes to remind you, hey man, you never woke up till you have become 70. Nothing has happened. Why this getting up early in the morning? Is it that a God is not available after 4 o'clock? He is available everywhere. Hey, getting up early morning and again we sleep. And again we start our day as usual, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then what happens? Then we fall in our self-respect. Today also I could not wake up. I don't know. Okay, tomorrow I'll try. Again tomorrow comes. Again you sleep. Again it is a 4 o'clock. Again your sleep is out. But again your mind comes to help you. Come on, yaar, forget. I will do it from tomorrow, not today. And again Kumbhakarna is invited. Do this 2-3 times. You come to a conclusion, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now see what is happening. What is happening is, be very attentive. We have got 2 channels of energy. One channel is the channel of knowledge. Second is the channel of action. Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. See, if you take a point and from there you draw 2 lines, those 2 lines will never be parallel. There will be an angle there. Like from my palm, when these 2 fingers come from the same point, they cannot remain parallel. They will be having an angle. So be very attentive. As we go away from the source, what will happen? The distance between the 2 will start widening, is it not? Simple mathematics, geometry. Now what is happening? Knowledge is, I should start my day early in the morning. Kriya, action is, I don't start. I know I have to do this, but I don't do this. I know I should not be angry, but I become angry. I know I should not be lazy, but I become lazy. Slowly, slowly, self-confidence disappears. A person who lacks self-confidence cannot progress in any field, let it be material prosperity or the spiritual evolution. See, what we call in Sanskrit Atma Vishwas and Paramatma Vishwas, they are one and the same. They are not two. What we call grace of God and Atma Vishwas, self-confidence, one and the same thing. Because Atma, Paramatma, they are not two. And therefore, this is the next step we have to understand. Respect your knowledge in your actions. When we do not respect our knowledge in our actions, the net result is we lack self-confidence. See, and when knowledge and action, they are complementary to each other. Knowledge is expressed in action and actions are the representative of the knowledge. What will happen? The distance between the two will start minimizing, and be very attentive. And when we come to a point where knowledge is lived 24/7, we have come back to the source. That source is you and me. That is our essential nature. Get rooted in this and then play the game of life. See, friends, spirituality is not constantly crying and all that. No. There are 4 places where people gather in good numbers. First place is Bollywood free music event. Huge crowds. Free Bollywood. The second place, hospitals. Nobody gets an invitation. Please visit our hospital. We go on our own. The third place, temples. See, you go to Badrinath, you go to Tirupati Balaji, see, you go to Dwarka. How many huge crowds? Now these 3 places, who goes? In the Bollywood, the bhogi, who wants to enjoy. To the hospitals, rogi, unhealthy people. And the third, temples. We go there to fulfill our desires. Oh God, can you do this thing? Big list. Therefore, longer the list of demands, longer is the namaskar. So, and you get, oh, I have forgotten, one again second namaskar. Begging, desire fulfillment is our understanding of spiritual life. And there is the 4th place where people go, and that is the gym. You go to any gym, they give so many freebies. Fresh towel will be provided, there is a facility for the warm shower, and soap will be provided, but please come 1 month free. And yet, hardly, there will be 20 machines and 2-3 people somehow doing. Nobody wants to go. It is 24/7 open. Nobody wants to go. Because who goes to the gym? Those who are healthy and want to maintain their health, they go to gym. Spirituality is not for those who are dropouts in life. Succeed. Take the taste of success and thereafter discover the joy of renunciation. You will come to discover one day this principle. How I discovered this principle. One of my friend, a retired brigadier from Indian Army, he came to meet me on the airport. Daytime, my flight landed at about 12 o'clock, and I came out and he was standing. He said, Swamiji, I just came to meet you and to tell you now. I can't wait till evening. I said, what is the news? So much urgent? He said, the news is very good news. I said, are you getting married again or what? He said, no. Then the news is, I have given up smoking. I asked him, congratulations, but now I want to ask you something. Please help me to learn from you. Friends, every event in our life is our guru if we learn from that event. Don't run after the guru as a person. See? Sadguru. Sat is only one. The Sadguru is only one. And you don't push him outside. He is in you. So when we are able to learn from every experience of our life, recognize that the Guru has manifested in our heart. See, when the food is outside, hunger is inside. Keeping the food in the plate, the hunger in the plate will not go. It has to get inside. Similarly, keeping the Guru outside, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, and inside no change, no. We have to change ourselves. So I asked him, you are my Guru, please help me to learn from you. He said, what happened, Swamiji? Please tell me. I said, you have been smoking since how many years? He said, Swamiji, now I am 80. I have been smoking from when I was about 15 or 16 years of age. So almost 60 years. He said, yes. 60 years you were smoking? Yes. Did you enjoy? I did. Very good. Now you have given up smoking. Now are you happy? He said, of course I am happy. Therefore I came all the way to tell you that I have given up smoking. I am so happy. Now you compare the happiness that you had by smoking for more than 60 years and the happiness that you have when you are given up smoking. Between these two happiness, which you value as superior? See, friends, our Upanishad says, na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amrutatva manashu. It is only by renunciation alone the happiness is gained. But our wrong notions, we think more the things I possess, more happy I will be. No. Therefore, all the spiritual practices learn from your experience, and whatever is told in our scriptures, it is not for torturing us, but there is a purpose behind. Like this one example I gave you, start your day early in the morning. What is the purpose? This is the purpose. See, Upanishad also there is a mantra in Mundago Upanishad. Uttishtata jagrata prapya varan nibodhata kshurasya dhara nishita duritaya durgam katha pathastat kavayo vadanti. Uttishtata jagrata. What should have been said really? Jagrata uttishtata. Wake up and get up. But Upanishad says, get up and wake up. Waking up from the sleep is not a problem. The problem is getting out of the bed. Next time you watch, when you are out of the sleep, thereafter, what is the time? Oh, it is 5:27. It's not a round figure. I'll get up at 5:30. And again, oh God, it is 5:42. Again, it's not a round figure. I'll get up at 6 o'clock. Again, 6:10. Oh God, again. I want to get up a round figure. No, you want to sleep. Friends, getting out of sleep is never an issue. The issue is getting out of bed. And that lag period, coming out of the sleep and coming out of the bed, that lag period is called as wool gathering. We keep on unnecessarily imagining, thinking all unwanted things. Be attentive. When we go to sleep, what we do? We put our phone for charging to the mains, so that overnight it is charged. Next day, whole day you can have WhatsApp with that. In the same manner, when we go to sleep, we charge ourselves, uniting with the Divine. Because in deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, nobody. Then we are one with the Divine. Ahar ahar Brahma gamayati, Upanishad says. In deep sleep, we are one with the Divine. Because we are nobody. And whole night our battery is fully charged. And when we wake up, what will happen? We jump into the world with a full zest, cheer, happiness, dynamism, commitment, success. But instead of that, the battery is fully charged, we get out of the sleep, but we don't get out of the bed. Then slowly, the battery starts discharging. All unwanted thinking going on and on. And after some time, when we wake up, aaj mood hi nahi hai karne. How mood will come? You are mood her. Begin your day in an inspired mode. Friends, inspiration is the manifestation of the divinity that we are. Motivation is borrowed inspiration. How much we will borrow from others? See, I was somewhere in Tamil Nadu. I was staying with somebody. And they had a small daughter, maybe about 8-9 years. When I got up next morning, she said, Swamiji, I have got a gift for you. I said, give me. Give me. I said, very good, keep it here. No, this is not the way to receive the gift. I said, how? You have to open and see. I said, all right. So I opened the gift. There was a small table clock, plastic one. You know these Chinese things which are available for 1 rupee, 20 pieces you take away like that. So I said, what is this? Swamiji, this is an alarm clock because you have to get up early in the morning. So this alarm will help you. I said, throw this plastic piece away. I wake up because I want to wake up, not because of the alarm. Can't we have that confidence? When you go to sleep, tell your pillow, I want to wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock. I guarantee you will wake up at 4 o'clock. But we become so dependent. See, friends, therefore, the real happiness is not in possessions. The real happiness in renunciation. And what we have to renounce? We have to renounce laziness. We have to renounce excessive sleep. We have to renounce the strong ego. See, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Ahamapetakam nijavibhanakam mahadidam tapo ravanavagyam. The highest tapasya is not, I don't take food, I don't take this thing. That is the baby one, KG1, KG2. Real tapasya is, what is tapasya? Austerities. Austerities are that wherein you give up something of your own. See? And what we give up? Suppose I like sweets. If I have to do tapasya, what I will do? I will not eat sweets till this Chaturmas. I will not eat. See? When I am in India, sometimes I have to go to Punjabi houses for taking food. So they ask, Swamiji, what is your diet? Please tell us, we are preparing for you. I tell them, Amma, prepare anything, I don't mind, but this thing should not be used. Tomato, garlic, onion, paneer, rajma, pankanta, bharta. Then what should I prepare? They can't think beyond this. So much involved in that. Discover freedom. See, friends. And what is the freedom? Freedom from I. Be attentive. Whenever you are disturbed, at the root of the disturbance, there is somebody. See? And that somebody is a relational existence. Man is happy, the son is miserable, the husband is miserable, the father is miserable. See? When my father died, what happened to me, the son? Without father, I cannot be a son. When my wife died, what happened to me, the husband? Without wife, I can't be a husband. When my son died, what happened to me, the father? Nothing. Because without the son, I can't be a father. And who were miserable? These non-existing entities were miserable. Can you separate out man from the husband? I can. See, in US, some of these Westerners ask this question. Excuse me, you seem to be from India, Hindu? I said, yes. I want to ask something. I said, yes, ask. He asked, why these Indian ladies have a .com on their forehead? I say, it is a sign that your chance is gone. She is already booked. You can't marry her. Oh, that is a sign of a married woman. I say, yes. But there is nothing on the face of the man. Why not? I said, there is no need. The face of a married man is seen even from a distance, he is married. There is no sign required. See, friends, who is miserable? This man or a husband. See, these are very simple things if you just practice it. One day one person came and asked me, Swamiji, I am extremely miserable. What should I do? My wife is so terrible. I said, first of all, remember, for me, every problem can be sorted out by right thinking. Wrong thinking is an issue. It can be sorted out by right thinking. So what is the issue? You are fed up of your wife. Who is fed up? I am. But who are you? With reference to wife, husband. Very good. Now second question. Husband is a common noun or a proper noun? Simple. Grammar. Husband is a common noun or a proper noun. Any fool getting married to another fool is called as husband, is it not? You don't require any qualification to be a husband. So husband is a common noun, yes. Common noun means what? It is common. So every husband is miserable. What is great about you? Oh, every husband is, yes, then I am all right. See? Don't carry the burden of these non-existing entities. See? Then what is to be done? Play your role perfectly well. If you are in front of your elders, behave like a subordinate child. That's it. Don't argue. Don't discuss. Don't suggest. Don't teach. Simply listen. You will be at peace. If you are with your subordinates or children, forgive them. They make mistakes. Can we say that we have not made any mistake in our life? We cannot say. It is their turn, so we forget and forgive. See? What about our relation with the wife and husband? What is to be done there? This technique I had discovered and it is very effective. Try this technique. When the wife is talking, husband should remain quiet. He should not talk. And when the wife is quiet, husband should not talk. So when she is talking, keep quiet. When she is quiet, don't talk. There will be peace prevailing everywhere in the house. But we start getting argumentative. See, friends, then how to do that? Karnataka, life is just a drama. Don't take it too seriously. We all have to play our role. Play your role cheerfully, happily, but don't get entangled. The best example I can think of, if you can catch the point made through this example, it will be most wonderful. In 1910, 1920s, on the drama stage, ladies never used to come. Gents used to take the part of the lady by proper makeup. Those days, ladies were not supposed to come and they were not coming also on the stage in public. So, this actor who is acting as a woman and is speaking the dialogues like a woman, that time also he knew that he is a man, is it not? Exactly the same way, we all have to play the role. Play the role of a son in front of your father or elders, but remember, you are a man first and then a son. So play your role. See? Similarly, if you are in front of your wife, play your role. Be a good husband. That's it. Life will become so simple. But what happens? We carry the burden of one role and pour it on another role. There was a man, he came from his work. Before going for work, he told his daughter, small one, maybe 8, 10 years, tonight, when I come back, we'll go for a movie, okay? Those days there were no TV and all that. We'll go for a movie. And the child is so excited. Oh, today dad is taking me for a movie. And she was waiting till the evening comes. And that day, that man, when he went out, he was kicked. And total failure day for the whole day. Whatever he did, he was a total, utter failure, disgusted. And in that frustrated mode, he came home. Now their small little daughter, she didn't know what happened. And she was ready, excited. Papa, now we have to go for a movie. You told me in the morning. See, your tea, coffee, we are kept ready. We take it quickly and we go. Child is so excited. Because he only told we'll go for a movie. But now this fellow was a frustrated one. Gave one to that child. Stop that nonsense. Now that innocent child, what she knows. Now what happened? The role that he was playing outside, that role was overpowering him so much that he forgot that he has to play another role. Play only the roles. Many of you are doctors here. Who is one of the successful doctors? He or she who has perfect differential diagnosis. one patient comes and he has got loose motion. So you give medicine, treated him and send him away. The second patient comes. But when the first patient went, he went, but the dysentery remained with the doctor. And then Doctor Saab, I know, don't tell me anything. And give him the same medicine for dysentery, but he was having constipation. Now tell me, what was required? Do not carry the burden of one role into another role. How simple it is. Then only we can play all the roles of our life perfectly. And as a result of this, we will be left with no regrets. In old age, two things torture old people. Two things. One thing is, kimahagam sadhuna karavamiti, kimahagam papam akaravam. Upanishad says, in the old age, why did I do the wrong things when I was young? And why I did not do the right things when I was young? In old age, we suffer never because of shortage of time. All of us suffer because of the excess of time. And during that 24 hours a day, all these regrets of wrong commissions and right omissions, they start overpowering our mind. And then we are frustrated. See, friends. Therefore, my friends, spiritual life is, these external things are okay in their own place. When we start working on our mind, then we have started real spiritual life. And therefore we began from early morning. So in the early morning, we are nobody, and that nobody will be slowly getting into this mode of understanding. And with that understanding, you see, your whole vision will change. Study of scriptures is meant for changing our vision. See? As is the vision, so is the perception. As is the perception, so is the interaction. As is the interaction, so is the experience. As is the experience, so is the life. See? There was one youngster, and he was riding a motorcycle, and he saw one girl going ahead of him. So he wanted to flirt, and that girl was going slowly. And he went and stood in front of her, stopped the motorcycle, and wanted to say, hi. But it so happened that girl, from back side, she was looking like a girl, but from the front side, when he saw, she was 80 not out. Beta, kya chahiye? Will he say hi to her? Hi, kisko dekha? Change your vision. When the vision changes, our interactions change in life. See? All the problems are because of this myopia. We have been drenched by this myopia, maya copilia. See, friends, one of my friends, he is an ophthalmologist, he was telling me, Swamiji, what is the difference between you and me? I said, there is no difference. We are both eye doctors. But your patient is EYE and my patient is smalleye.com. Same eye. Doctors do not give us vision. What they do? They help us in adjusting our focal length. Vision we all have. If I remove my glasses, you will be seen by me like a collage. But if I had to see distinctly, I had to put the glasses so that the focal length is properly adjusted. Exactly the same way what the scriptures do, they give us a focal length and help us go beyond the erroneous perception because of the wrong focal length. See? Now, if these points are clear, now we come to our own self. See? Now, this is a very subtle topic, and I am sure you will catch it because you are all educated, intelligent people. Colors and forms are many, but the vision, which is showing all colors and forms, is one. Simple? See? When the color is yellow, vision doesn't become yellow. When the color is blue, vision is not blue. When the color is red, vision is not red. So vision is colorless. Now the forms, whether tall or short, whether round or square, vision has no shape, no color. Now think properly. If you are here 100, is it a burden for my vision? Hey, 100 of you are, I am tired. Don't bring more. If there are 10,000 people, it will be too much of burden for my eyes to see? No. And if you all go away, will there be any loss to my eyes? No. Be attentive. It is here we have to learn. We have enslaved ourselves because of the worldly things and beings. And because of that, we are covering ourselves with so many coverings. See? Like, take an example. Common example, best example is the food. Now we are so much obsessed with a particular taste that unless I get that type of food, I will not eat. So where are we? We are at the periphery of our personality. See, for colors also, is there any logic? Somebody likes yellow color, somebody likes green color, somebody likes purple. What is the logic? No logic. And we think ourselves to be very rational, very intelligent people who are living their life without any logic and reason. Now, how do we apply this knowledge? Do not give yourself too much of choice. Lesser the choice, more the happiness. More the choice, lesser the happiness. Whenever we give too much of choice, we are going away from ourselves. So where are we lost? We are lost in these worldly objects, 5 of them. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. The sounds, the touch, the forms, the taste and the smell. So much we are lost in that. And as a result, we remain at the periphery of our personality. Go within. So how do we begin? We begin by the simple technique. Give yourself minimum choice. When minimum choice is given, you start your journey from the periphery towards the center. Now take the same example. If I am not obsessed with any color and any form, where I am in my vision. If I am not obsessed with any taste, whatever food comes, I take it cheerfully, happily. Then, where I am in my tongue, not in the objects of the world. Think. Then we become obsessed with our sense organs. So, when we are controlling our sense organs, perfect control, then where are we? We are in the mind. Be attentive. Behind the eyes, it is not a different mind. Behind the nose, it is not a different mind. It is the same mind. Expressing through the structural eye is called as vision. The same mind expressing through the structural ear is called as the hearing ability. Now see this pyramid. Objects many, corresponding sense organ one. Sense organs many, but the mind behind them is one. Migrate. Start your journey from the periphery to the center. And then mind has got likes and dislikes, all dvandva, joy, sorrows. Now don't be enslaved by joy and sorrows. Whatever comes, take it as God's gift. Net result, mind will not influence you. Then you come back to yourself, I. And when you come back to yourself, we come to know we are responsible for everything that happens in our life. And when we take this stand, that we are responsible for everything that happens in our life, we will stop blaming others. What we do, we blame others for all the problems of our life. If I am a husband, I blame my wife. If I am a father, I blame my children. If I am a mother, I blame my children. See? Stop blaming others. Come back to yourself. Then, once we take this stand, we are responsible for everything that happens in our life. It is for this purpose, our scriptures tell the karma kanda, the law of karma. Last life, this life, next life. This is not told to prove that we were earlier, then we died, and now we are here, here we will die, again we will be born. This is not the purpose. The purpose is you are squarely responsible for everything that happens in your life. Stop blaming the world. Be responsible for your own life. See, friends, it is for this purpose our scriptures are telling so many do's and don'ts. Now here we are not brought the topic of sin and merit, hell and heaven, last life and next life. No. Then why those topics are brought? Only to get out of our habit of blaming others. We are all expert in blaming others for all the problems of our life. The first step on the spiritual path is we are solely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Nobody is responsible. One husband told me, Swamiji, my wife is such a big problem for me, what should I do? I said, look here, don't blame her. Why? You have tortured her in your last life. But I don't remember. That doesn't make any difference. God's computer doesn't delete anything. It is recorded. And then she was doing Karwa Chauth. So she will not leave you. She will come. And whatever tortured her in last life, this life she will take the revenge. And therefore she is like that. But now what can I do? Now behave properly with her. Now put these two things together. See? You stop blaming her and lead a cultured life of respectful coexistence. Net result, you will be at peace, You will be happy not because of your wife, but in spite of your wife. See, friends, such a peaceful and happy person alone can walk the spiritual path. A frustrated person cannot walk spiritual path. Once I had this root canal, and other than talks, I did not talk to anybody. So somebody sent me a slip. Swamiji, with your this root canal, how can you give talk and you have meditation? How can you do that? I say it is sentidental meditation. Pain may be there, but it is a choice for you whether you want to be painful or not. Last thought of the day. Miseries can be attributed to somebody or something. Yes, miseries are coming because of A, B, C, D. Agree. But we are all miserable by our choice. God does not make anybody miserable. We are self-sufficient to become miserable. See, like when we come to this country, Australia, they give the immigration form. In other countries, the forms are gone now. There is no form given. You simply they say and get it. But here we still have the form. And there are so many things. And you have to reply it only by two options, yes and no. No third thing. And have you brought any food with you? No. Have you brought any medicine with you? No. Have you brought any excess money? No. Tuck, 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 go, no problem. You are given a choice. You are not compelled to write yes. Exactly the same way. When we were coming in this world, Bhagwan gave us an immigration form. In the 9th chapter of Gita, there it is said, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. Now you are entering the world which is anitya, constantly changing, asukham, full of miseries. Question, do you want to be miserable? Options are given, yes and no. Those who are tick mark yes, Bhagavan says tathastu, and all the miseries of the world will be diverted towards you. And if you refuse to be miserable, even God cannot make you miserable. We are all miserable by choice. Choose correctly and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.